Heading onto the African mainland, we find a completely different Special Forces environment. The lush and tangled jungles retreat, leaving the open battlefield of the savannah. Here, on most of Africa's grasslands, lives a surveillance and ambush specialist, the most effective feline hunter. The serval. Weighing only about 16 kilos, one might think the serval is not so formidable. But thanks to his special gear, his kill ratio is as high as 62%, way more lethal than any big, scarier cat could ever dream of. He stays hidden in the tall grass, safe from competition, while searching for rodents and small animals. And this warrior can get just as ferocious as his bigger cousins. Servals owe their ninja-like success to their precise hearing, channeled through the largest ears compared to body size of any cat. This rotating radar gear amplifies sounds. The bigger the ears, the more sound they can channel into the middle and inner ear, increasing the serval's ability to pinpoint prey, which is mostly mice. All cats have 32 muscles within each ear, which allows the cat to rotate each ear independently, 180 degrees, to focus on the source of the sound. The serval's huge ears are tuned to the ultrasonic frequencies of their squeaking prey, and possibly even to their movement underground. Servals can effectively intercept this communication from as far as 15 meters. Once his gear picks up the signal, the Special Forces feline locks on, patiently focusing on the precise location of his prey without tipping it off. He keeps perfectly still until the mouse gets near, then pounces. Skilled in hand-to-hand combat, the cat stuns his prey with a blow from his forepaws. Then the soldier finishes the job with a bite to the neck. Mission accomplished. The serval takes cover to avoid bigger competitors. Being such natural-born killers, servals thrive on the savannah. Their oversized ears are only part of their special gear. They also have the longest legs of any cat relative to body size. And he knows how to deploy those big guns. His ears lead him to the underground sound of a mole rat. Although he stands only about 62 centimeters at the shoulder, his legs allow him to jump up to 2 meters high. This one didn't challenge himself today. A mole rat is an easy target. Besides special gear, servals use special tactics. Unlike most cats, they'll dig up a part of the rat's tunnel and patiently wait for the rodent to start repairs. The hunter listens patiently for the prey to reach striking distance for an easy kill. From the tips of his large ears to the ends of his long legs, the serval is geared up to be a special forces sniper. On the African savanna, hearing pays off to the servals. Their radar dish ears are remarkable. In water, though, large ears aren't an advantage. Survival below the surface demands other special gear. Near the coast of Australia, in the Shark Bay, lives our next member of the Special Forces, one whose entire body is a sort of radar antenna. A peaceful grazer, the dugong. These mammalian mini-submarines, also known as sea cows, are strict herbivores. At a leisurely pace of about 10 kilometers per hour, they dive to the bottom in search of seagrass. Special Forces have elite tastes, and they graze only certain meadows. Some will dive as deep as 37 meters for their favorite grasses. Their hearing is not as keen as the servals, and their eyesight is far worse. But they have developed other sensory gear to perceive their surroundings. Touch. These submariners feel their surroundings. On their mouth, long, sensitive whiskers, or vibrissae, help them find food. Short hairs all over their bodies provide complex information about their surroundings. On their grazing mission, they can eat up to 40 kilograms of seagrass per day. As they feel around for their food, they get a sense of how much is available. They devour grasses, roots and all. If the grass is scarce, they'll eat algae. Their large, rounded snout ends in a muscular cleft. It hangs over the downturned mouth and helps the dugong keep contact with the sea bottom as it pulls up roots. Six types of sensory bristles cover their lips and help them locate food. As the bristles around their mouths find the sought-after grasses, their muscular snouts get busy pulling it up, leaving furrows in the sand as they graze. A dugong depends on 6 bristle fields for grazing. 2 of the bristle fields are in its lower jaw and 4 poke out of its upper jaw. But to gather intelligence about its entire surroundings, its left and right sides are each outfitted with 1,500 tactile hairs. These hairs range from 2 to 9 millimeters in length, and they transmit delicate sensory information to the brain. This tactile minefield conveys information about other animals near them, friend or foe. Including other members of their Special Forces fleet. That's essential for this little one who has to keep close to his mother for protection. It also helps him avoid obstacles and senses water currents. This tactile gear is thought to be the most developed of any mammal. This one is too young to take care of himself. So he uses his sense of touch to feel the current and stay close to his mother. These social special forces stick together, sometimes in groups of up to 200 if the seagrass is plentiful. If not, they'll migrate far in search of greener pastures, using their sensitive bristle gear to get a sense of where they are. Though they may cover a lot of ground, they move rather slowly. As the only fully marine mammal that exclusively eats plants, their metabolism is more freighter than fighter. Peaceful dugongs don't deploy their special forces into the deepest regions of the open sea. They leave that mission to some of the ocean's biggest battle-ready frigates. Far from the coast, these leviathans tend to keep fleet formations of up to 20 vessels. They are geared up to perform maneuvers in all waters except the polar seas. This pod patrols the Atlantic between Africa and South America. Sperm whales. Ten of these giants in a row would match the size of an Ohio-class submarine, and in their own way, they could be just as powerful. They are the largest toothed predators on our planet and have the largest brain of any animal, 5 times heavier than ours, and their heads are filled with other amazing gear. The sperm whale is equipped with state-of-the-art communications gear. It can produce sounds of up to 230 decibels, far louder than a jet engine. The sounds keep the pod organized and might work as a sonic weapon during hunting. They owe their formidable vocal and hearing abilities to organs filled with a mixture of liquid fats and waxes called spermaceti. The dense fluid amplifies the sounds the whales depend on for echolocation and communication. Communication starts with a series of clicks, generated through special gear, a pair of phonic lips. Each whale has his own signature clicks, so that everybody in the fleet can keep track of his comrades' moves. Sound travels through a sperm whale's dense spermaceti nearly twice as fast as it does through the oil of a dolphin's skull, and almost 1,800 times faster than the speed of sound through salt water. The sperm whale's fluid-filled spermaceti organ acts like a megaphone, enhancing the power of sound waves. When the whale produces a click just below the blowhole, the sound travels to the back of the spermaceti and reverberates several times in a matter of milliseconds. The whale's sound-receiving gear starts with its lower jaw, which picks up echoes. A continuous fat-filled canal transmits those sounds to the inner ear. These special forces sperm whales might even use sound for hunting. They usually dive between 300 and 800 meters and can stay submerged for more than an hour as they search for octopus, rays, and various squids. But to catch the elusive giant squid, they might dive as deep as 2 kilometers. They lock onto their target using echolocation and might even stun it with a sonic blast, the most powerful sound in the animal kingdom. But this system has risks. The sperm whale's echolocation gear can backfire when they get near a coast. If one whale gets stranded in the shallow water, his distress calls might summon the troops, stranding his comrades as well. In some places, between 50 and 70 sperm whales have been stranded at the same time, victims of their close bonds and their sensitive gear. Which is why they have to be cautious and try to confine their incredible vocal abilities to the open seas. Pods of sperm whales use their sonic gear to troll the ocean deep. In the deep woods of the Northern Hemisphere lurk solitary special forces well equipped for their survival mission.